The Army Retention Tool, created by Cadets Andrew Davidson and Sam Johnson. This is our user interface screen where the user, our Army enlisted soldiermen in our platoon, will input their data and get their results back. The input data starts with everything from rank to years of retirement to zip codes. We'll go through all that in a couple minutes with an example. This is the special pays, which will just be added. And then we will have an old plan and a new plan checkbox for older and newer soldiers, so this plan varies and can be accessible to all soldiers. Then we'll go to our results, which the soldier will have no input in. That will just be all locked, and that will be done later. So the first chart is our base pay. This will go by off the inputs, and it will find the specific input for each. The next is our housing. I'll explain the zip codes first for those. They will input their zip code, and then they will give them their unique post number, and that is used to find their housing along with their ranks. So basically each post is different, and this model accounts for that. This is the with dependence, and this is the without dependence. They will choose which one they will use with or without, depending on each individual soldier, and then we can specify that with them. Next is the GI Bill. That breaks down the four main categories. Annual tuition, which we got by finding the average tuition for public schools. That would be in-state. And the Army covers full public school in-state tuitions, and that's a lot of money the soldier will be saving. Then with books, they get $1,000 per year. Forgot to mention this, $9,400 is per year as well. And then the BAH is an E5 with dependents times 12 to get the yearly sum that they will get, and they get an E5 stipend, which we also multiplied by 12 to get per year. All these together equals $60,000, and then we assumed about a 2.6 inflation rate, and then adjusted from the year on, so they will be able to choose what year they start to get the GI Bill and how much that will benefit them. The old retirement is for older soldiers, and that will be 2.5% times the years in the Army that they have accumulated times the average of their last 3 years of pay. The new retirement model is set up a little differently. The soldier chooses how much percent of their pay they would like to put to their retirement fund. That will be the TSP option, and the government will match up to 5% of that. And then an extra 1% is added by the government. So for this example, we got to 12%, and it will multiply by this chart. This chart we made by doing the what we assume to be the average promotion rate and pay grade for that rate. So we started off with an E1 and went all the way to an E9 for a 30-year career, and adjusted accordingly. So then we would multiply that percentage, whatever they put in, times this rate to get how much they would end up with. And we add those together to get this result for how much their full retirement would be with the new plan. Next to the taxes, we got those by doing the base salary, which they inputted with their rank and years of service, to get how much money they make, and then we would do that to get the 10%, 15%, or 25%, and then we would that would be according to their pay. And that ends up our tables. I'll bring us back to the user interface, and here is an example from Sam Johnson.
So first thing, the user is going to come to the interface and be prompted to put in a few things. So first example, we'll go through an example. Let's say our soldier is an E2 and he wants to leave the Army as an E7. Currently he has, let's go with over 4 years experience, over 4 years of service so far. We can check dependents, so let's say he has dependents. And now this is the part where he or she will choose their retirement. So let's say our soldier is inputting 9% for their retirement. Their zip code will be placed in here. That will go with their BAH also. And now we have years until ETS. So this is how long they, how much longer they plan on being in the Army. So let's go ahead and go with a 12 here. And then this is input is for the year they estimate they will start the using their GI Bill benefit. So let's go ahead and go with 2027. As you can see, all these numbers have changed over here as I've put in my input values. And now down to special pays. These will be inputted by the user, so let's go ahead and put in an airborne jump pay of $150 a month. As you'll see, this is added to the monthly pay over in this column over here. And now to our retirement. Let's show the new plan first. This is the total retirement for the new plan that our soldier will be receiving. And let's say if he was under the old plan, this would pop up for his return value for his monthly pension check that he will receive.
So here is the main part of our retention tool. It calculates the total pay including benefits. This is calculated by doing monthly pay using that promotion model. Then it also includes GI Bill and includes the monthly BAH too. This also and the requirement pay, of course. All these together, it gives us a soldier to have a 1.4 million throughout his career. That's how much he will get. To conclude this presentation, we'll talk about the strengths and weaknesses of our tool. The strength would be they're easy to use, attractive design, and it's applicable to all retirement plans for different age soldiers. Weaknesses, it could be more detailed. That's the only weakness. It's always be more detailed and be more accurate. Future work, add more detail to make more accurate. So just keep adding more drop-down options and different details so that we can make a better tool.